We have the meat of
Yeah,
the party here,
judging by the book.
and I will take us. I'll take us back over here, and let's get some. Hmm.
It's harder to do this in this little map.
I thought I had a particular track that I was using for this, but I don't see it offhand. So I will just play something that seems, uh,
Ominous.
yeah, like we're climbing up the mountain here.
Hmm.
This might read a little more Jade than Crimson, but that's fine.
I'm not getting a dark wolf. Oh well.
Oh, I can see both of you.
Oh, I don't see coffee now that I know. What is with this? It just doesn't want us to see each other.
It's interfering.
Roll20 video has never been all that reliable. This is why I like Discord video.
Yeah, I gotta.
It takes some setting up though. If
Yeah,
you're gonna do
it.
So.
Now, I mean, that's something that I might be able to do during my downtime because,
Mm.
I mean, when I say vacation, it is really just me not broadcasting so that I can work
Do other
at
stuff.
night.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Vacation! Yay! It's a working staycation.
Hey.
But yep, it is what it is, and I'll see if we can do stuff like incorporate Discord, and because that would take some manipulating of the panels for slobs and everything. But for now, we'll limp through this together.
I mean, I create overlays for other people, so.
That you have helped more than one, maybe two,
More than one broadcaster have their overlays.
Yeah, I actually really enjoyed when you worked with Lethality for the Gathering of Nerds.
Yeah, I've done 2 overlays. Once he gets his mage game, that's the second one that I've done.
Which I will give.
Well,
I'll give them a quick shout out.
yeah, because he's eventually going to do a mage game. He just hasn't gotten it off the ground yet because there's a lot of planning that he needs to do before it'll launch. So
yeah, and hopefully he'll be back. If I broadcast, hopefully he'll be back and up and ready for it to come back into dual box. The 2 characters here. All right, but anyway,
yeah,
let's have a little bit of fun
so
tonight.
Long since we've done that, since we've done the main game.
Yeah. But life happens and it's cool. We're all friends and we'll roll with it. For all of you out there, if you haven't played in a long-running game of any kind, the longer you play, the more life happens during the course of the game. And the fact that we effectively starting all out as strangers. I mean, kind of like acquaintances through Twitch, but effectively strangers. The fact that we have been able to play this game for as long as we have and have it be pretty consistent.
Episodes.
Technically more, because the numbers didn't always like the Halloween.
Also don't include the Halloween episodes. Yeah.
Kind of because there's some things that were broken up, but yeah, I mean, let's say whatever 116ish, but this is no small miracle that has occurred.
Starting our 4th year in August. My God.
Yeah, and we have a fluffy sheep with us now too. So the gang is all here.
Hello, Fluff.
All right. Well then, you had insinuated yourselves into the caravan, going up the trail to the base of the tower, which has a really big gate with a really big glowy lock on it. And during the ascent, the caravan was attacked by these really horrible meat and metal monsters that were hiding in the rocks. Unfortunately, some of the members of the caravan didn't make it. That's not necessarily your all's problem unless you want it to be. But Belt did survive, so hooray. And as did Isaac, who is our cook, our aspiring cook. And a couple of the other merchants, and let's see, we have Sparklefinger, we have Sword and Board, Bow and Arrow, and we have Skytalker.
Skytalker?
Yeah, and Skytalker. So those are the...
Are those their actual names?
No, it's not, but that's...
Oh, okay. That would be good.
These are my names for them.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Because Pearl would know their names.
Yes.
Might have to use them.
If we cross that bridge, then I'll come up with something. But for right now, they're called what they do.
That's probably just what he calls them, and they're okay with it.
Yeah. Belt might have that very simple approach. Hey, Sparkle Fingers, get over here. I need your advice or something. So yes, if we need a name, I will generate one. But for now, they are NPCs found in the back of the monster manual who do some basic role fulfillment for an adventuring party. Slash possibly food for the mind, for the intellect of ours. We'll find out. So the party of the sub party of Tinkerbell, Crimson, Isaac and the merchant didn't quite make it because he was winded going around that last curve because he's running uphill. Ended up making it to the door, or I'm sorry, Isaac turned back, so it was just Tinkerbell and Crimson reached the door. Crimson, clang, clang, with the big metal boots on the door. A little boop thing opened up. You indicated that there was an attack down yonder, and you were asked to stand back as a group was, I think I said something about a half dozen armed vampire soldiers. I mean, whether or not they're vampires, at least they're aligned with them. They're wearing the colors. Ended up coming out to dash down the path to help clean up or offer whatever aid they could. This left, the door closed shortly after, so this left Tinkerbell and Crimson up here. Unless you wanted to go back to the caravan, you could if you want, but I mean, it might be a little weird that you're here. Like, how did you get up here?
Yeah.
Because the soldiers didn't really pay attention in the case of this, because they're here to protect, or at least you alerted them to something and you didn't attack them, so they don't care about you right now. But yeah, they're going to run down this way. So Belt and Isaac might have a chance to interact with these guards, these tower guards that come down. Otherwise, there's a lot of just checking of the animals and the gear, and of course there's some mourning and lament over the fallen here.
They'll make good food sources. Crimson, are you hungry? You want food?
Yes.
Do you want to go eat one of those people that are dead?
Well, if their hearts are still fresh by the time we get back there.
It should be. It doesn't take long for them to... Well... They don't spoil quickly. Especially if they're still in the body for a while, right?
Sure.
I just fly back into his bag.
Sure.
If you want to go eat, let's go eat.
I just like follow the soldiers down.
Sure. Okay, so you go clomping down. You do fall behind a little bit, simply because you have those big heavy boots. But you are very noticeable. They're going to reach here, and and by the time that you would be coming down this way, there is a discussion, like a report going on, and things are. It looks like they have like some pieces of paper. People are writing things down with like a stick of charcoal or something. They're making some different marks. Does Belt and/or Isaac wish to do or say anything? The merchant will end up kind of trundling back to his cart, and he's going to get some pretty mean looks from the rest of the people in the caravan.
Is he? I mean, he wasn't the only one that ran, was he?
Yes.
Ah. Well, that's unfortunate. Well, so in that case, Belt slash Pearl will. I don't know. I mean, he's got to play the role still. He's still got to be in his adventuring party. So, they're probably doing some goody two shoes adventurer things like tending to the wounded.
Yeah.
So he'll probably help that, although he does not have medicine proficiency or anything like that. So he probably won't help it much.
He's just there for moral support.
Yeah, although by barbarian standards, his 12 wisdom is probably just peachy now. As far as Mitty slash Isaac, you know, that's a more awkward situation. I mean, he did say he was going to go back down and look after the wagon, so that's what he's gonna do. Although, depending on how mean the rest of the caravan gets, he may not be able to do that for long. We'll see.
A lot of grumbles and stares are deflected by the middle merchant here, reminding everyone that he was under no contractual obligation to help defend the caravan. He already paid for his place in it, and he expects to give and receive the service that he paid for. Which doesn't exactly help the mood of the caravan, but also no one like goes after him. But the mood doesn't lighten from everything he's rather loudly declaring. Making sure that the guards also hear that declaration that he is not in the wrong for having
That's
ran.
true. Well, and he's not really. I mean, he's not there to fight. That's not why he was there. In fact, probably most of the other people weren't there to fight either. That's why I was wondering if he was the only one that ran, because I thought maybe some others would. But hey, there's nothing wrong with fleeing from horrible danger if you're.
In
You're not equipped to
fact,
deal with horrible danger.
if anyone is in the wrong, he says, it would be these gentlemen here, who are supposed to provide a safe place for us to conduct mercantile exchanges, to make the delivery to the tower. As he's now really like leaning into deflecting any of this onto the soldiers who, they guard the tower. I mean, the mountain is arguable. I don't recall any of them rushing out until after the fact. And it's not quite causing a kerfluffle, but he's definitely not making things easier for anyone here.
Well, definitely nothing for Belt to do there. And Isaac probably won't do anything either. He works for this guy, but he doesn't. He can only go so far. So he'll just stand behind the cart, trying to look out of the way and small.
All right. Now you are coming down the trail here, Crimson, and this is the scene that you're walking towards. Are you trying? I was gonna say, are you trying to be stealthy? But You're wearing metal boots on, in a mountain gravelly rock path. I don't. You can still try to be stealthy, or at least do you want to be out of the way? Do you just want to walk down the middle of the road like whistling, or what do you want to do?
I'm just gonna walk casually because, as far as anyone knows, I'm technically part of the caravan. If anyone argues, I'll say I'm with the guy causing a kerfluffle.
Okay. Yeah. You are walking up, and two of the tower guards approach you. And stop you. Or at least they're asking you to stop if you're going to listen.
Yeah, I'll stop.
You were the one who knocked on the door?
Yep, as soon as I saw danger, I booked it up here.
Which
It helped.
which caravan are you with? Or which wagon are you with?
The guy causing the issues. Don't just let him rant.
Well, this needs to be a part of the report.
Yeah, that can be in the report, but just he's gonna be like that for a while.
And they keep looking you over. Who are you?
My name is Crimson.
Crimson. Do you have another name?
No.
And Crimson, I understand you're with that cart, but this is from my own personal curiosity, not the report. What are you? I've never seen anyone like you, and I've seen a great many things since coming to work for the tower.
You're a gnome.
I'm quite clearly a gnome vampire.
No. You aren't sparkling.
Your kind doesn't sparkle.
Well, we normally sparkle when we're not vampires.
All right. Well, you follow him, and he's going to bring you back to the cart. And the one who's questioning you walks over and starts talking to Sparkle Fingers. You're being led over to the middle cart. Are you saying or doing anything, or are you just going with the guard?
I'm just gonna go with the guard.
Didn't you want a body? Or didn't you want a heart?
There's too many people around here. Can't carve it out easily. Unless we want to kill everyone. Which is an option.
No, that's inconvenient.
It is.
Tankerbell, you can roll a perception as actually you're walking past.
Ooh, I actually have a modifier for this.
Yep.
I'm not paying attention.
That's
I'm
a
eating
7.
snacks.
Yep. Yeah, that's fine. You're in the backpack. It's significantly less
Eating
crowded.
leftover viscera.
Yeah, it's significantly less crowded without. Well, I mean, she needs her protein. That's how she's so swole. Without
snacks.
2 intellect hours in there. Okay. You overhear something about. You overhear something about taking the fallen back down. But there's no further details that you pick up because you're enjoying something super yummy. So the guard comes over. I'm sorry. Is there anything Isaac or Belt want to do during any of these exchanges?
No. Isaac is laying low as much as possible. Belt is. I mean, if they're interviewing Sparklefinger, Belt is probably going to be in the vicinity of that, and he'll
Sure.
certainly want to eavesdrop. but he's not the talker of the party, and he's still not the talker of the party. So,
Okay, yeah, the strong and silent type.
well, more like the strong and high volume but few words. Yeah, not silent by any means. Just as few words as possible. But they're
A
very
man of few but loud words.
yes.
The
And
guard.
only when necessary.
The guard approaches the problematic wagoneer here. Sir, your gnome came back down, and he looks over and says, "My gnome? What are you talking about?" This gnome named Crimson said that he's with your wagon. Is that not true? Of course it's not true. What? I only have one passenger. And that's this strapping fellow behind me. And the guard turns to you, Crimson.
Wait, I thought Isaac arranged for both of us to help you out.
Isaac certainly did not.
Gonna have to have a talk with. We just discussed this last night.
The guard whistles over, and two start walking over in this direction.
So
Isaac. I'm gonna call over for Isaac.
Yeah. So telepathically, because we can still do the Crimson still do that. Okay. So Isaac or slash Mitty is going to say, wait, what? I don't remember that. I could barely arrange for myself. I'll try to fast talk for you. I don't know if telepathy can convey the squeaky high voice, but he'll try. He'll find a way.
No, Crimson telepathically is like, I'm bullshitting. You gotta help me.
Okay.
I don't think you can speak telepathically, but you can receive it.
I thought I could respond.
Yeah, you can always respond.
Can you always respond? I think that's a specific thing. Because some things are just one way.
Yeah, I looked that up actually in the off week because I was unsure about it. And what I found was that player
Are there
abilities
Casimir's?
Because these are
Yeah.
the guards.
player abilities that grant telepathy are not two-way, but monster abilities that grant telepathy are two-way.
Oh.
So since we're using the
Yeah,
intellect
that's
devour
fine.
ability, it should be So that's actually like a ruling from Jeremy Crawford.
Oh, that's
all
fine then.
So, my statement still stands.
Yes. So Isaac will step forward and say, "It's true. I didn't tell anyone that Crimson was coming with me, but he is." That's all he says.
You have to do better than that.
So, Mitty will continue on and say, as you know, many of the recipes that I have been working on have been gnomish inspired, and Crimson helps me with those ideas. For example, it was Crimson's idea to make my bread sandwich. Now, don't you know that one of the hardest parts of making a sandwich is getting all the ingredients to sit properly and line up perfectly on the bun. So by replacing the meat or the cheese with just a slice of bread, you can see that if they're all cut from the same loaf, they're guaranteed to line up perfectly. And as a bonus, it's all vegetarian. That's just a great idea, and that's the sort of thing that Crimson has helped me come up with. So as you can see, he definitely adds value, even if I have to apologize for not telling anyone that he was coming with. After all, what could it hurt? I mean, it It doesn't hurt to have more people along.
It absolutely does. It hurts the pocketbook. And I don't ever recall you talking about this character who helps you line up bread. No, I wonder if we didn't have a stowaway.
I tried.
If I was a stowaway, I have alerted the guards to try to get us help?
The guards are looking.
No.
I don't. What? But just because you got the guards doesn't mean that you're with me. And I don't know how you got here. And if there are some strange creatures with very vicious-looking metallic implements, might I add, I wonder if you're in cahoots with them. Yes, you've lured them out to murder more of us. And the guards are really getting antsy now.
I take exception to that. I say telepathically to the others.
And why would I do that? And if I was, why would I go get guards? If I wanted the monsters to murder everyone, I wouldn't have gotten the guards, now would I?
The middle caravan, or the middle wagoneer, is getting very is now looking about and is very caught up in the notion that he loudly proclaimed, and has denied that that you are here. I don't know what you do with people like this, but they're a danger and a menace to us simple folk. I don't want any more of those creatures. In fact, what if you're the one that summoned them? Yeah, you ran away to go lure out more meat for the grinder.
How could I summon them? I don't do magic.
And the leader guard is starting to walk over now. Anything?
Look, I am a simple gnomish vampire. I'm only 3'4". You know, how could I be doing anything? Also, you guys are all surrounding me. I feel slightly bullied. And you, good sir. Isaac was supposed to arrange for both of us. So, I apologize that he didn't. Because that's what I was under the impression of. That's why I came along.
I need a deception from you, please.
It's gonna be bad. I have a -1.
Got this.
Some of you are floating +1s if you want to try and use it here.
No.
No. Even if
I knew it wasn't.
Crimson.
Yep, even if I get a 1, I'm gonna... My leader guard here has a strong enough BS detector.
Yep.
You are definitely not a vampire. If you were, you'd have your medallion. If you are, at least from around here, I don't see one on you. And you've also been...
I can drink a gallon of blood right now. I drink you under the table, in fact.
Well, I'm sure you would love to challenge more people, and you'll have an opportunity to, not on the mountainside, but down below, because we're going to be taking you to a place to ask you some questions. Are you going to cooperate? I would prefer not to have to make things messy.
How many guards are there here?
6. Including including the leader, who I put a red, blue, green dot on.
It's too many for me to eat.
I wasn't surrounded.
Oh, Crimson. I wish I could talk you out of this, but I don't.
Yeah.
I couldn't.
Look, all this little effort for one little gnome.
Yes,
You know,
we're very well aware of what gnomes are
goodbye.
capable of doing.
I can't do much. I don't do magic.
Well, if you can walk downhill, then we'll provide you an escort.
This isn't going anywhere, is it, Crimson?
No, it's not.
Okay. I am going to cast Invading,
Okay.
and I'm going to Invading Crimson.
You're gonna get me killed.
What's
Okay.
that?
You're gonna get me killed.
Oh no!
Okay, so now you're the size of... I mean, I had you enlarged just to make you more, to show, but you're now the size of them. Congrats. And with that, there's a sudden jump back. Yeah, and a filthy liar. You can't cast magic indeed. Look at you.
Did you see my hands move?
I am going to come out of the bag, and I'm going to use my sparkly wing effect on the main guard.
Okay. Sure. So you're gonna zoom out of the bag, come over, and we'll have this be a surprise before we go into an initiative.
Yep.
And see what happens. So with your sparkling thoughts, this is 14 wisdom saving throw. And that is not going to be enough. So you come out, and these little crystals that always seem to be kind of like growing, like encrusting your wings. Mm-hmm. You dust the main guard. What is this? And his eyes just have this kind of luminescence here in the dawn sun as you've baffled him. All right, I would like an initiative, please.
Alright, let's see how bad I'm gonna do.
Oh no!
Ooh.
What did I do?
I'm
What
gonna have
did you do?
Isaac and whoops. Oh no, I'm not muted. I'm gonna have Isaac and well, just Isaac for now. Also roll initiative, even though he's not really involved. Just in case he jumps in somehow.
That's fine.
10.
Why couldn't I have that nat 20 on my bullshit?
Right?
But hey, at least you're a little bit speedier than the guards are. So that I don't. That could be important. All right, so it looks like it's going to be Crimson, me. Oh no, I'm sorry, not even. No, Tinkerbell is super quick. Doesn't even need a crit. So I'm sorry, it's going to be Tinkerbell, Crimson, guards, Mitty, and then Pearl. Or no? No. Did you roll separately for him, or is that what that split is?
What?
Or do you want him to just go?
No, that's just for Isaac. I don't think Belt is really.
Oh,
involved, so.
okay, all right. So a 10.
Should get involved.
Okay.
Yeah, just MIDI.
So Tinkerbell, Crimson, me, Isaac, and then the NPCs who are around, including the party members of the caravan escort, are NPCs right now. All right,
And
so
the
Tinkerbell.
impact of the Invading, so just in case we need text.
Yep.
But yes.
Oh, and technically that should have been an 8 rather than a 10, because MIDI, the monster, has +2 dex, but Isaac is probably all 10s.
Oh yeah, he's 10 straight across.
Alright, so I get a d4 extra damage.
Yep.
So yeah, if I'm going first, I'm gonna try and recharge my sparkle thoughts.
Sure.
Nope. And then, in that case, what am I doing? I'm moving away. I am going this way instead.
Okay. And the guard can't take reactions because he's not blinded, but it's so shiny. And away in a flash you go as you're waiting for your pixie dust to grow back. Okay, Crimson. What we can make this a little bit now more battle accurate here. So, what would you like to do?
All right, who's the closest guard?
Yes, there are 3.
Let's go for this one.
Okay.
And I'm gonna multi-attack, which means I get 3.
Shink, shink, shink.
Whew.
Shink, shink.
The 14. The 14. 1 second. Let me get to this. The 14 will not hit, but the other 2 are pretty solid here.
So I'll be rolling about 64 in total. So no, 19 damage.
Okay. As you pull your wicked scythe out, which is dealing even more damage now that it has also been embiggened.
Yep.
And
that's all included. So 19 damage. We did.
Yep. Guard is dead. All right.
Is Belt's adventuring party, are they taking any notice of this sudden outbreak of hostilities?
Oh yeah, especially now like a weapon's been drawn and a guard just got murked. Yep. The people in the caravan like because no one can account for this gnome that has shown up and is now savaging the guards. And so, there's like, maybe he was right. Maybe it is the summoner of those things. We will have I guess you as Belt, because you're sitting next to Sparkle Fingers here, as the rest of the guards are now on guard. She says, we got to do something, Belt. I'll try and see if it's one of them. I'll try and cast a spell on it.
So Belt. So Pearl knows what's going on because of the telepathic communications. Hopefully that Pearl would have been at least able to hear, but Belt doesn't know, right? And at least not in character, he doesn't. So he's just going to say, which side do we fight on?
We have to bring down that gnome. If nothing else, too. I mean, this would get us in even better with the vampires of the tower.
Very well, he says. I will do what I can.
I believe in you. And Sparkle Fingers gives you a good game, but her sparkling fingers kind of give you a little bit of a goose too, and she winks at you.
Okay, so he'll put out telepathically, I have to pretend to attack you, but you can curse me and cast Hold Person, and I'll just hold still.
Got it.
So he will run out with his axe drawn. Hey, that's good fortune. It's farther than he can nominally move, so he has to take the dash. He can't quite get into range. Oh, wait, that's not even the right person. Where's
that? Yeah, that's like the captain of the guard. If you want to attack him too, I guess. But...
Yeah. No. I have to run up there. But now you can hold person on me. Somebody.
Okay, so Belt goes rushing into the fray here. We'll work you into the initiative here. Barbarians have quick reflexes, so You don't have to go on NPC turn. As you leave Sparkle Fingers behind and rush up on the errant gnome, or should I say the aberrant gnome? Mwahaha. Now it is my turn as guards to do guard-like things. And that is going to be to move to surround. And let's see. This one is going to... Excuse me. As the captain pardons himself, squeezing past belt.
Hey, he has to
Oh,
roll to
shoot!
see if he
No,
even,
I'm sorry. You're correct. You're correct. 3, 4, 5.
he has to roll to see if he has,
Yep,
he,
yep.
he can even get there.
He might not be able to. It is... There are 2 things that can happen, and only one of them even allows a save. This is a D6.
Mm-hmm.
And... On a 4, target takes no action or bonus action. All right, but moves in a random direction. All right, so 1 is up, and then we're gonna go in a D8 from the top square all the way around.
Mm-hmm.
So instead, as the guards charge in to surround, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He runs this way. And this leaves the guards in a bit of a quandary since their captain is just run off. But the others do get
He's
to
peacing out.
move in. That one was only 1 away. And so you're going to get 3 attacks because this 4th one had to dash the next 5 feet. And that's stinky. So, all right, 3 attacks coming in. Let's do...
I'm squishy.
Oh no, Crimson.
Oh, there's a crit.
Oh,
I
no.
said no.
10.
No. I'm not that squishy.
Oh, almost another crit.
I am that squishy.
Okay. This is going to be... From the normal hit, this is 3 points of piercing damage. And then from the crit, it's 7 points of piercing damage. As they're sticking you at the pointy end. Okay.
I'm just gonna keep track. Okay, so it was 3 and 7.
Yes.
Okay.
Now that was guards, we go down to Isaac, NPCs, then back to the top.
Okay, so let's see, where is Isaac even on the map?
He is on this totally not gelatinous cube.
Oh, I didn't see him there. Okay, so he's right there. Okay, and the captain has just rushed past, looking.
Yeah, he wanted to charge into combat with his guards, but his eyes are all kind of like sparkly and like in mist, like have like a scintillating dust, and he ran to the edge of the trail.
Scintillating dust, you say?
Yeah.
Okay. Did he run like really close by the cart?
Yeah, he was by the cart, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, as he runs past, what Isaac would like to do is pretend to spill the cart, or like pretend like the guard spilled the cart, and just to create like obstacles and a chaos.
Like you want to overturn the cart?
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, unless it's I mean, I know it's going to be too big to overturn, right? Because it's like a cart-drawn cart, right? Like a big four-wheel cart, not like a simple hand cart. Yeah. So he can't really overturn it, but he can maybe pretend like the guard has knocked things off. Like maybe there's some wares or pans or something on the side that he could,
pretend
like the guard has tipped off the cart.
Sure, you can like You can kick a crate off the back of the cart if you want.
Yeah, like that.
Okay. Yeah, you, using that face/cat energy, you just knock stuff off of a surface onto the ground, and it sounds like whatever.
Like the guard did it. I mean, because cats, they're just like, haha, you can't stop me.
Roll. I mean, I'll give you the push for free, so I guess roll a deception with this to try and make it more sneaky or subtle.
I don't have deception, so I'll just roll charisma. Oh my.
So you knew that like the box with the expensive stuff was like right behind the driver, and so as the guard ran past, you like turned around and you grabbed the crate in the front of the wagon, and then chucked it out the back. And it's like, oh, the guard did it. Which, by the way,
there if you want the screen.
Which, by the way, I will say that the guard captain here has 3 and 8 chance. Well, yeah. Well, no, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. I'm sorry. It has a 50-50 chance of running off of the mountain trail and just going down the mountain. So there's that to possibly happen, because he can't control it, and there are no guardrails. That we are not living in safe times in this area. So don't fall off is the common wisdom that many people try to employ. All right, then we are to NPCs, and we have Bow and Arrow here, who turns and prepares an arrow to fire. There's a lot of guards there, though. He draws it back and reconsiders, given the circumstances, and puts his bow back with an item interaction, and is just going to hop down and start walking over to join the fray physically. Let's see. This Merton kind of like IEs, but also looks back and is like, Isaac? At what just happened. You're like, the guard did it. Sky Talker turns and Sky Talker turns, and I need let's have we'll have a sacred flame go off. And so I am going to need a dexterity save.
Why?
From who?
Unless, is that one to hit? I'm going to the spell right now. You all play D&D. I don't play D&D. I don't know the spells. I just...
It's a save. Dexterity
Okay.
save.
Yeah. They're your spells, not mine.
I only recently just got Sacred Flame, okay? No, I take that back. I've had it for a while. So.
Sacred Flame. Okay, yep. So I do need a dexterity saving throw, please.
From me?
Yeah.
Did they not see me? I didn't say I was going invisible.
Yeah, but you're not the murderous gnome.
No. I'm just a pixie.
Yeah, you're just a pixie that like maybe like blinded the guard captain and flew off. But you're not the immediate source of it. Ooh, that's 8 radiant damage.
Oof.
Guess what? I'm not actually a vampire.
Hmm.
So that'll be... No, that'll be 32. I don't know.
Sword and shield guy looks over to his friend and hero Belt, and I'll stand beside you, Belt. 2, 3, and has to dash to come over, so he's not going to do anything further. And Sparkle Fingers
It really screwed me over, Tinkerbell.
is going to.
I am surrounded.
I'm sorry.
She looks. She does see Tinkerbell. She.
I'm sorry, Crimson. I'm
You
sorry.
did this to me.
I'm sorry. I love you.
She looks at you and she's trying. Like, she has a very clear look on her face. Like, she's trying to figure you out. Like. Like, she's just pouring through her knowledge and is looking at you, and she went to go raise her hand to cast something, but then like decided instead to roll an Arcana to try and identify you, but is having some difficulty. So that the people in the wagons aren't going to do anything except just be there as possible collateral damage. So we go back up to the top. It is Tinkerbell, and then it is Tinkerbell, then it is Crimson.
Do I recharge? Yes.
You do.
Yay. Alright. Okay. I'm pretending to cast Hold Person on Belt. But I'm actually going to be casting Major Image. And I'm going to create one of these monsters.
Oh. Oh, all right. All right. Where are you creating the monster?
Ooh. Where do I put it? Climbing up right here, so that the guards could see it and try and get distracted by it.
I'm
Okay.
gonna devigilate. Concentration.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay. So you want to make it look like it's crawling out from some crevices in the side here?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so Belt, having been the beneficiary of the pretend Hold Person, he will say, "My flesh, it is stone," and then he will just kind of topple over.
Beautiful
and
exposition.
A complete face plant onto the ground.
Can I get... so this could end up helping what you're doing. Can I get a deception from Tinkerbell, though?
Oh, please.
As you're kind of you're casting in one direction, but you're trying to make it look like...
Mm.
Ooh, look at that 25. Okay, yeah, so you give your wings they flare up with a little bit more of this crystalline dust. Your spell effect goes off in the bit of a shine. The monster starts crawling out from the cracks, and then of course this is where Belt falls over, telling the audience of everyone else here exactly what he's experienced, even though they're right there to see it. But no one really is going to pay attention because it's the middle of combat. So this was actually very clever. Okay.
I'm gonna telepathically tell the one who's not the one who's Isaac, try and take one of the guards instead. Be helpful, please.
And Mitty will reply, I'll try. What can I do? I'll try. I'll do something when he gets a turn.
Yep. Okay, so Belt falls over. It is. Are you doing anything else, Belt, or?
No, he has to pretend to be held, so all he's doing is falling over.
Okay. Do you want to fall over on the guard that's close to you?
Actually, he wants to fall into the wares that have been knocked off the cart, if possible, if they're close enough.
Sure. So there you go. You
Collateral
fall over
damage.
in that direction,
Yes.
and so now anything that was in the crate might have already been jostled and broken, but now the barbarian just falls back and smashes it open, and it looks like there are some very nice plates that are inside this crate.
No longer so nice.
Just not they're no longer very nice at all. They've been tossed off by an errant cook and now toppled on by Belt the Barbarian. So yes, a very loud crash and crunch. The guards. At the beginning of the guards' turn, I need to roll a d6.
Yep.
Find out what their.
Is it not my turn yet?
Oh wait, I'm sorry. No.
Crimson's turn.
Yeah, Crimson. Yeah, you go. That's fine.
So, seeing the illusion, you guys better run like you're a boss. And then I'm going to attack this one.
Okay, top one.
Give me a save.
Oh. Okay. Little different tactic here. You're just gonna drop kick him.
That is such a bad roll.
There's a save. Okay. So you go to drop kick the guard who deftly gets out of the way of your iron boots. All right. Let's go into... I have some skirmish music here. I can play skirmish. I saw when I was looking through everything else except for the one track I wanted for this that I swear that I had, but I guess I didn't.
I have my own soundtrack going, so.
Why'd you embiggen me?
What? What'd I do?
Why'd you embiggen me? It's all could have been avoided.
I thought Tankerbell was going to suggest in the caravan guy to be like, oh yeah, totally, they're with us. And the guard's like, oh, cool, all right, well.
No. I didn't think about that. I have nothing useful. I am not a good fighter.
This is why we should have avoided the fighting. I mean, Crimson's all for it, but me, I'm like, no, he's gonna die.
I'm sorry, Crimson. I love you.
I'll start looking up another shade of red.
All right, so I rolled it's guard's turn. Captain rolled a 2, and that is a random direction, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's see. On a 1, 2, on a 3, 4, 5, or 6, he's gonna run off the cliff. That is a 3. So he is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whoa! And runs off and just starts clanking down the rocks with some pretty bad sounds that would indicate he's not in any sort of alive state, most likely. Or if he is still alive, he probably wishes he wasn't. Also, Anomalous Thracian, thank you for re-upping your sub. Let's see. The leader has gone toppling over. There is another monster that has just crawled out of the cracks on the side here. Let's see. This one is going to break away to try and engage the monster. Are you taking an AO, Crimson?
Yeah, might as well. Ooh!
With a crit.
Hell yeah.
Oh. 4D. Plus 4.
For
10
10.
damage.
Alright. This guard goes to engage the enemy, and as you do, you hold your sickle out, and he runs into it and does like a spin and just like a huge laceration across him as he spills out of your scythe, and gets over and gets close. The others who are looking at the monster look down at you, Crimson, and they decide to try and stick you with their pointy ends as you're there cackling madly at coating your sickle in the advantageous blood of the opportunity. I'm going to roll. There's 3 of them. They're each going to get to poke you 1 time, and each of these are at a +3. Ooh, things are pretty dire. So, however, I only have. 1, 2, 3, 4. I only have 4. I'm going to use 1. So the first attack will be at a +2, and the other 2 will be at a +1. Wow. So yeah, 11, 9, and 5.
None of them hit.
They all go to like stab you here, and you just like you're finishing your debigulation, and all their spears just sort of like clank against each other as they stab where you were, but now no longer. I mean, you're standing where you were. You're just not as tall as you were in that same space.
They were aiming around 5 foot, but I'm 2'4".
All right. Well then, we have the 3 Stooges here, and it is now to Isaac's turn, and then NPCs.
All right. So, is this guy the wagon master that Isaac
Yes. Yeah.
signed on with? Okay. So as sad as I am to do this, Isaac is going to drop under the wagon.
Uh-huh.
And just kind of crawl out to where he's not easily hidden. And then we have to hit him with the with the brain eating. I really miss Isaac.
All right. So yeah, Isaac rolls out, scampers underneath the wagon. Come back here, you coward! And the merchant just sort of like looks like he's up in the driver's seat, so he can't look all the way, but he sort of like looks down, and that's when a psychic attack hits him. Yep, he does have a brain, an intelligence saving throw. All right. Okay, it does not pass. The merchant doesn't pass, so go ahead and roll the 3d6. An 11.
Yep.
Okay, you now let's see, because that's a lot of damage that's dealt as well. That really would kill him, so...
But I don't want to kill him.
Yeah.
I want to eat his brain. So.
Yeah.
Non-lethal damage.
Non-lethal brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah. So he just sort of like, huh? And then Isaac's body falls limp and brainless, and suddenly you are now occupying this merchant.
Okay. I will act as the merchant if I can, but otherwise I'll have to wait my next turn.
Okay. All right. What we will do is, yeah, because you need to get used to your new surroundings here.
Yeah. Well, I already had a full turn of actions, so.
For quick reference, let's treat him like a noble, except he doesn't have the breastplate or the rapier. But you do know that he does keep a dagger and a short sword under his bench in case it's needed. But yeah, for basic skills and whatnot, we'll treat him as a noble. That's on 348 of the Monster Manual.
Okay. Well, I didn't take him over for his fighting ability, but
Yeah.
it's good to know that that's actually right by the Berserker, so that's convenient.
Yay! Okay, it is now. Oh yes, the other party. All right, seeing that you attacked her beefcake, Sparkle Fingers is going to look at Tankerbell. But she already used. Ooh, pardon. Yep, I guess she'll try a cantrip on you then. And we are going to. I gotta see if this is a hit or a save. She's gonna try and reach out and give you a magical bink with a chill touch. It is a ranged spell attack, so.
Yes.
Ooh, 22.
Well, that's gonna hit. Yeah.
All right, and you take 1 point of necrotic damage as she flings her hand towards you, and almost like some ghostly bones almost fly out of her hand and come up and give you a bink, like a flick on the forehead.
Ow!
Stop that! Release him! You don't have to banter if you don't want to, but if you do, you can get a couple free words in.
Do I have to make a concentration check?
Oh, yeah, you would. Yeah, you need a 10, because you took some damage.
Okay. Con save.
Ooh, look at that. Look at that crit on a con save. Okay.
You have really made that save.
Yeah.
Really concentrating. So much concentrating.
She this other caster looks into your eyes, and it's like she knows. She can see how hard you're clenching. And gives a wry half smile. Then we have let's see, we have Sky Talker, who is going to let's see, Belt fell down, and then we have Sword and Board next to him. There are still 3 guards there. She is going to. She already used 2 cure spells, though. That's a lot of magic slots for low-level characters. Y'all remember the day when you were level like 1 or 2 or whatever?
Yes.
So she is instead going to come up 1, 2, 3, and
Level 15, we run out of spell slots. Jeez.
I don't.
she is going to grab Belt and
What? No grabbing belt. That's...
is going to try and pull you away from the murderous gnome, the aberrant gnome. Oh yeah. Oh, muscles just ripple underneath her holy fabric as she drags you back. And she tells you that she'll make sure to get those splinters of wood and the pieces of porcelain sticking out of your skin out. Just not right now.
Belt can't do anything, not in Preserve the Illusion. So
this is going to be now Sword and Board, who has seen that his friend and hero has been taken out of the fight, is removed to safety, and is now going to give a
Swing, swing.
Yep. Oh, go! There's a crit. Wow, man, what is going on tonight? What is going on tonight, everyone? There's so many green numbers.
No.
And all right, now
Daddy.
I do want to say this. I don't know how, but on the screen you all can see it. That die is cocked in between the 20 and the 8. Like, it is balanced on its edge, such that both faces are presenting us. However, if any of you out there could actually see the chat, and believe me, you can't for your own protection, it did 51-49 on the 20. So sword.
That's cocked.
There's a wrinkle on the vinyl mat. He raises his short sword and looks down at this aberrant gnome, and says, "For Belt and everyone else." For 7 points of piercing damage.
I've already thought of like 2 separate new names. Depending on the gender of the next one.
Are you dead? 0 HP?
No.
Oh. Okay.
But I'm sure he's close.
So withdraws the sword and gets back into a neutral fighting stance. Take that, you fiend!
Not a fiend.
And the book reading bow and arrow guy, apparently a ranger who likes to read books, because what else do you do if you're scouting or sitting in a tree branch for a couple hours? 3, 4, 5.
yeah, I mean, you could look for the thing you're supposed to be watching for.
Oh, hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, this thing did appear next to him. And he's like, I just put my bow away. Because he could have stayed back and fired arrows into this thing. He will step up onto this cart. He will use his item interaction to put away his melee weapon, because he's not looking to get into a melee fight with this creature. And then he'll use his action to just draw his bow, but he won't get to fire. But he is in an advantageous spot to try and take down this tentacled beast. I believe that was, yeah, because the other ones aren't combatants. We go back to the top. So Tinkerbell, it is your turn.
I am going to. I'm going to come back over here, and I'm going to sparkle this guy
Okay.
with thoughts.
Let's see. That is a wisdom saving throw, and I do not get a bonus to this. Oh, all right.
Does that count as my action?
Yes. Sparkling Thoughts is a
Okay,
is an action.
Because it wasn't written to say so I wasn't sure.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, it is. It is an action that you can take instead of casting a spell or using a weapon or something.
Okay.
So, okay.
Then that's what I'm doing.
Yep. That one is all sparkly. It is now Crimson's turn. Crimson, what are you doing?
I'm gonna slice at someone.
Sure.
I'm gonna slice at this one.
Slice up that one then.
Swing, swing.
Oh, all right. As you slice into them, your your sharp blade is deterred by the chainmail that they're wearing. The chain catches, your hook catches against it, and it does send some sparks up, but it doesn't pierce their flesh. Okay, it is now guard turn. I will roll for the guard that is bedazzled here. 1d6. Alright, that is run in a random direction. So once more, we roll a 1d8. A 3. This is running right underneath Tinkerbell and from you. So do either or both of you want to take an attack of opportunity?
Yes.
Okay.
There's a 13 hit.
A 13 will not, no.
Um,
Oh, all right. So Tinkerbell goes high with the mug, and you go low just because you are. And unfortunately, this guy just like ducks out and runs 2, 3, 4, 5. Runs this way, almost slipping in the blood-coated stones that are in that direction. Okay, this leaves 3 guards. One who is near mortally injured, who is going to take an interaction with the creature here. Oh, that should be a 3 instead of a 2. But whatever. An 18 normally would hit. However, the spear passes through. And he pulls it
comes
back
out
in.
as an illusion. He knows it's an illusion now.
And so this guy is, Unfortunately, there's not like a baffled exclamation point, so, or even an exclamation point. So I don't know. We'll put a pink dot on him. That he is onto the illusion. That's also pink. Okay. The other 2, however, I mean, they're not paying attention to what's going on there. Because they're getting destroyed by this tiny, ferocious gnome that is just tanking hits like a pro. So 2 spears, and I'm gonna bleed off another one of my +1. So one of this is at a +3, the other one's at a +4. And let me click off my. There we go. 2d20. First one's a 4, the other one's a 3. Wow. Okay. So they go to like stab downward, and maybe you're using the momentum from your swipe at the one guard, comes up and it knocks away the spears that they were gonna thrust into you here with a clank and a clatter. The other guards don't succeed in attacking you. It is Isaac. Oh, Isaac. Well, I guess Isaac. If you're playing dumb, then you're just laying there.
Well, no, Isaac is...
Or, not Isaac, not Isaac.
Belt.
Yeah.
Belt.
Yeah, okay, so
Belt.
Belt is just laying there, and when Mitty slash... I don't know, we don't have a name for the... merchant. I'll come up with one if you don't have one handy. But he's the one who has things to do. Isaac is just, Belt is just going to lay on his face.
Okay.
As
Yeah,
awkwardly as possible.
If you want to come up with a name for our your newly possessed merchant, that's fine.
Richard.
So wait, is it Isaac's turn or slash merchant's turn or Belt's turn?
No, so
or neither.
Merchant will go at the end with the other NPCs. Pardon. However, Belt goes during this like kind of the Crimson Guard phase.
Sure. Okay. Well, Belt doesn't have anything to do.
Okay.
Just merchant.
Sure. Okay. Then it is. It's going to go to. Oh yeah, because you're not Isaac anymore, so it just goes pretty much straight to NPC. But you can go first before the party does.
Okay, so after all that, nothing has changed.
Yeah, you know what? Well, the dawning realization. Yep.
Okay, so he is going to get used to. He's gonna take just a minute, just a moment to not a minute because that would be too long, but just a couple of seconds to like get used to his new fingers. You know, they're stubbier than they used to be. His body is a little taller. You know, he's just a little different. You know, he's like, this doesn't feel quite the same. But at least I have the right number of arms and legs, so that's good. So he'll stand up on the seat and just yell out, "Stop! Stop! Enough blood has been shed on account of my lies."
Oh, okay.
I must come clean. The gnome was with me all along. It's the pixie that we must be afraid of.
Okay.
I'm assuming that Tinkerbell can take care of herself.
Hopefully. Okay, so yeah, you get up and you make the presentation here. The cleric over here, Sky Talker, just kind of like looks at you like, what? And so like she looks at you, and then like she looks down at Belt, looks up to the pixie, who's just sort of floating there, like after having to try like El Kabong, the guard who just ran past, and she's trying to put together what is going on.
So are we all.
She's contemplative this round. Now, our archer over here did see an interaction that failed, which I think gives him advantage on an investigation, or something. I don't know exactly how does that play out with that spell.
I can put the text back up.
I scrolled up here. As long as you're within range. Physical interaction with the image reveals it to be an illusion because things can pass through it. Uses its action to examine the image. Okay, so, yeah. So what he's gonna do is he's gonna take a second look. Though I'm gonna say he has reason to discern, but he also saw that, so I will give him advantage on the investigation check. But he is taking his action to do this. Wow. Okay. And he just kind of shakes his head and shrugs, and he doesn't fire his arrow, but he seems resolved, like, no, this is the real deal. The guard just has to be dumb or something. Yeah, so he pulls back as if he's going to fire, even though he doesn't get to.
Wait, I was distracted by the spell description. Did he identify the illusion as an illusion, or
No.
is he still baffled?
No.
He did not. Okay.
Yeah, he knocked his arrow as if he's going to fire into it next round because he thinks it's real. Sparkle Fingers is going to see this guy like running off with like almost like scintillating like powdery tears, almost like the anime. No, and you run from the scene and you leave like the bubbles and the sparkles behind you in a trail. So he's fleeing from the scene. So dramatic. Here's the cry that the pixie's the dangerous one. And she kind of like she knows you're a caster, and there's mischief afoot. I guess you're finally worth a spell slot? I don't think I have, what do I have left? I think it's just a, I used a magic missile. I mean, that's old reliable, but, does she have anything else that might be... No, I'm just gonna magic missile you.
Cost you.
However, that does seem to really wind her. Wow. All right. Big force damage. As she opens her palm up and 3 darts of magical energy fly out unerringly and impact the pixie, who must make a concentration check. That yes,
passes?
yep.
Yep.
You're hanging in there, and she looks at you, and is like, I know. Those are my NPCs. Oh no, sword and board guy.
Oh no. I mean, we don't have to.
Gnome. No more. 6 points of piercing damage as the short sword thrusts into you.
Okay.
What, are you just like looking down at it up at him, and you're just all right? A look of concern grows over his face. Belt? Belt, this thing's not falling down. Okay, that is the... So now we go back up to Tinkerbell and then Crimson.
And Belt is going to just make a small little grunt. He'll just be like, oh. That is all.
I'm going invisible.
Sure.
I am going invisible because I do not want to be seen.
In Vampire LARP, this is obfuscation. You gotta walk around like this and you're invisible. Oh, that's only a bonus action. Do you want to move or do anything else?
Little guards, maybe?
Oh, I don't have anything helpful. Because I can't. I didn't recharge my thingamajiggy.
Anything, a distraction.
Okay, so
do some bonking.
you have your tankard. You could bonk and not have to worry about casting, or you can sort of go into combat mode, which kind of turns off your magic. But I don't know. They're wielding D6 spears, like 1d6 weapon spears. So you could go over to the fallen one, and this little pixie can pick up this short spear and try and
if there's a weapon for that I could use, then I want to grab one. I don't really have any spells left.
Well,
so...
there's that. Our merchant can tell you that there's a dagger under his bench that you could fly over and grab if you want a dagger instead of a D6 weapon.
Yeah, I'll take a dagger.
Okay.
That's
like
it's
like a short
D4
sword
weapon instead of a D6, but
I don't get penalties for that.
Oh, because it's small enough. Okay.
Yeah.
Then yeah, it's right under my seat. Come take it.
So I'm gonna grab the dagger. I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna bonk this guy with it.
Okay, sure enough. You zoom over invisibly. The little like hidden chest opens, and this dagger that you're wielding like a short sword because of your size, and you go over and shank this guard.
Am I still at a +7 to attack with it?
Yeah, because it's you can wield it off of Dex.
Yeah, Dex. All right.
26, absolutely. Their ankles aren't really armored too well, so you slip the blade in. And
D4 +5. That's 7 points.
Ooh, yeah. This person just yowls as you as an invisible dagger. Well, actually, You picked it up after going invisible? Whatever. If you want to reorder it, that's fine. Otherwise, if you just want a dagger, you went invisible and then you picked it up, but I don't know. If you want to keep that not invisible, I guess you could. Up to you. Do you want an invisible dagger?
Invisibility at the end.
Then
Give me invisible at the end of my turn.
Okay, sure. So a dagger sort of like seemingly goes flying from the merchant cart into the ankle of this guard. Yeah, takes some pretty good damage. Okay, that is, I believe that's your turn then. Because that was movement, bonus to go invisible, and
Yep.
shank.
Mhm.
Okay, it is now Crimson's turn.
I'm gonna turn to sword and board.
Okay.
It's a shame, you're kind of cute. I'm going to attack him.
All right. Hit, and hit. No, wait, I'm sorry. The last one does not hit. The last one does not hit.
Okay.
That was the wrong line.
Alright. 8 and 9.
All right, he takes 17. He was topped off before, but now you reopen some wounds on his body. Ah! And yep, he's not down, but he's not looking too good. You've worked this guy over. He's not as good as Belt is. Okay, now it is. Oh yeah, then we had Belt grown. Goes to NPCs. Or no, guards. Let's roll the 1d6. And that is a random direction. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Runs right back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Runs back into the fray. Oh no, Crimson! Except you see that like some like sparkly tears are coming out of his eyes, and that's pretty much what he does. Then I have the one guard over here turns. What is going on? And kind of shakes his head and sees that there's still a swirling melee, and does come over to try and bonk. And absolutely doesn't. Trips over the body of his fallen friend here. And just kind of, whoa! And the spear like goes over your head. And right at the moment where Sparkling Guy just like stopped running, but the momentum carried him, there's just this like cinematic moment where the spear tip like almost touches the forehead before the one guy pulls back, and so does the spear wielder after he regains his balance after tripping over his dead friend. We now have 2 attacks on Crimson here. I'm going to I'm going to bleed off another of my pluses to try and hit. So this one's going to be at a plus. This is my last one, unless... Oh, no, I have one more. So yes, this is going to be at a +4, and the other one's going to be at a +3. Wow, +4 absolutely misses. But the +3 is, so 21 hits. 3 points of piercing damage. Are you still up?
Yes.
Whew. All right.
I'm gonna need a rest after this.
Barely still up, but I'm still up.
So the other one pierces with a spear, and for my friends, and my duty, and my paycheck. That is guard's turn. It is now NPC turn. So merchant and others. Merchant goes first, though. Did you get that?
Yeah. So I mean, he's gonna continue the act from last turn. Although now that he's functional, I guess he can rush forward into the fray and actually like wave his arms around. Stop! Enough bloodshed. I have caused this entire thing through my deceit and greed. Please accept my apologies and look for your fallen leader. I literally fallen.
Sure. Make a deception. Oh,
Okay.
hey, and nobles actually get a +5 to this, so congrats on that.
Yeah, so I'm not sure. Okay, so he has the proficiency, but I have to use the charisma score of the intellect devourer, so it should actually be at +2.
Oh, sure.
So I will roll that.
Okay.
Oh,
Guys,
piffle.
stop it. For realsies.
Well, I'm sorry, Crimson. I tried. That is what Pearl will think to you in your last moments.
Depending, I mean, your body's disposable. You could throw yourself, like, on top of Crimson to, like, take a hit. If you want. Or,
Well,
I mean, you can stay there
I'm
and...
running out of bodies to. Well, no, there's guards here. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll rush in like that and actually try to block Crimson, like, physically.
Okay. So, yeah, you almost like you like tackle hug him. You know, your back is to the guards, as the guards are none too pleased at having lost their own to this vicious gnome that you're trying to vouch for, and are encapsulating now with your girth.
Encapsulating.
Does this count as the grapple?
No, you're not grappled. So what will happen though is, like, you're kind of prone, but the attacks, any attacks that will go off are going to hit this person who's a lot larger than you and is covering you, since he has thrown himself on your body.
I got cover.
Yes. Although if I, I'll give you what total cover is +5. No, it's 2
+5,
for part. Yeah, it is +5. So yeah, you'll get a +5. Although if they miss,
3/4 cover. Yeah.
if they miss, then this means the merchant, if they attack, is going to take the hit for you instead. Since your cover does have a hit point pool, it isn't like just whatever an environmental brick wall or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully, only if the cover is the difference between the attack and the.
Yeah. We can do that. I think I played
9
that
hit
before.
points, so I.
Yeah. Okay, it is now their turn. I'm going to try and chill. Oh, I can't chill touch because I don't know. She saw where the dagger was, but that's also like really up on the guards here. And she, I mean, not that I have fireball, but I'm not gonna like fireball everyone else to try and get this pixie.
I mean, I'm invisible. That just means that you would have disadvantage on an attack roll.
Yeah, that's true. But
if they're doing a save, they can't see me. I'm not a target that can be seen.
yeah. I am going to have her... she is going to take her... She's going to take her sling pouch that she was using before, and she is going to scrape, like, not scrape, but she's going to sort of like drag it on the mountain trail here and try and get it full of like dirt and pebbles. And that's her action, because she's like an item interaction, and she's double moving because she's going slowly to try and fill it up with a bunch of like dust and dirt and little things. And then she has her sling pouch full of dirt and is kind of like scanning around the area here. Dude with a bow, who's totally sure that this is a monster, will fire. And unfortunately, it would seem that this mountain wind that carried off 2 other arrows before also carries off this one. And So he doesn't get a clean shot, and he curses like, "Ah, come on, I'm better than this." And the illusion's not broken, as he hasn't hit the target. Now we have Sky Talker, who is... Man, what... So if clerics really don't have any more... I mean, she has a spell slot left, but she's saving that for, like, a dire emergency. I guess clerics can bonk, so...
Many clerics can bonk if they have strength.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, she flexed.
Let's not bonk them.
She is going to step over, or, like, step around. And she's going to come up to the merchant who threw himself on top of Crimson and is going to try and pull him off. Now, what we can do here, Crimson, your meat shield is in threat of being taken away. If you want to, I guess, count this as a grapple, you could go into a grappling contest that's like a tug of war between you and the cleric for this merchant that's covering you.
Yeah, I can do that.
It's ridiculous, but
How
I love
funny.
it.
It's so
Hey, I'm
great.
considered medium for grappling, so...
That's true. So there's no penalties or anything. So, all right, let's roll it. I am rolling a 1d20 plus 3. Ooh, look at that. That's 20.
23.
Oh, all right. So as far as she knew, the merchant just like, threw himself over, and she's trying, like, she grabbed her, she's like, no, come on, you're in danger here, and he's not budging at all, like, from this gnome, and so she's there, and so like technically, like, he's in your spot, and like she's up here, and there's just this tug of war on top of you with this merchant as she's trying to, like heave ho, and you're holding on to your cover. Okay, that's her turn, and those are all of my combatant NPCs. That would go back up to the top then. Tankerbell, what are you doing?
Recharging my sparkly bits.
Oh yes. Oh
Nope.
They haven't regrown back yet.
Well, boop a doop a doop. Ka-chink.
That will bounce off of their armor. This time the chain links caught the tip of the dagger and turned away your blade.
Bonus action going back invisible.
Sure. Whoop. Okay. Actually, does it? I don't know if attacking makes you.
For invisibility, yes. In many cases, including in the invisibility spell, if it mimics the spell, then it attacks the spells will disable the invisibility.
Well, I will double check just to be certain, because especially if like monster telepathy is a little bit different here. I want to check something.
Well, would being invisible, like, grant a advantage?
Oh, I'd have to concentrate on it like a spell. So my monsters.
Oh,
disappear.
yeah, that's true. Okay. That's. Bloop.
My monster's gone. He should have been gone a little while ago.
That's fine. I didn't catch that either. No, so you have superior invisibility, and it just says as a bonus action you can magically turn invisible until its concentration ends, as if concentrating on a spell. So you can be invisible as long as you are concentrating.
So is it like the equivalent of greater invisibility, where it doesn't go off?
It's
on
even
attack?
greater than greater invisibility.
Yeah, it's
'cause
superior.
You can do it as long as you want. There's no time limit.
Yep.
Mm.
But it's only on yourself, so that's...
Yeah, that's the drawback. Oh well, that's fine because I need to live. So, ka-chink. Well,
Okay.
if I'm invisible, does that mean I have advantage on attack rolls?
You sure do.
So I should roll that again.
Sure. That's a red number. How did you do worse? Okay, so yeah, you give it your best try, but in all the confusion and shuffling around, just a clump of chain finds the tip of your dagger instead of flesh. Okay. It is, it goes to Crimson's turn.
All right. I'm gonna bonk this guy first. One
Okay.
attack because I'm pretty sure he doesn't have much in him.
Biggity bonk.
That will
does
not
not
get
hit.
through the armor. You want to? That will not get through the armor.
Do I have a +1?
Oh yeah, you do.
I'll use my +1 on this. No.
No, and unfortunately that one won't
What
either.
the heck? 13, 12, 11. Great.
Crimson.
Great.
All right, let's find out what our sparkly boy is doing first.
Run away. Off the cliff.
I did roll a 1, which is a run, and I'm running in what direction?
Can he just like knock into his, his
3.
friends?
I'm running 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm running back this way. Whoops. He
He's just
comes
doing
back.
laps.
Just checking. You guys okay? Okay, I'm gonna go over here. And
Wind sprints.
yeah, he's just he's going to touch in, coming back. Okay. It is my other guard's turns. I have 3 of them on you. I only have 1 more +1, and I'm going to use it.
No.
And so I'm rolling 3d20. The first one's at a 4. The other ones are at 3.
No. Crimson's mine.
15 miss and 16
Yeah.
on 1 or 2 of them.
Uh,
Okay.
my AC is 14.
Ah. That's actually a little higher than a normal red cap because you leveled up, kind of.
Yeah.
6 points of damage. Poke, poke. Are you shish kebabbed?
I'm still up.
Oh. Tankiest red cap.
I'm just gonna say that I'm not gonna be in double digits for long.
Why am I protecting you if you have more hit points than I do?
Oh wait, hang on. That's right. You threw yourself
'Cause
on
I'm-
top here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
hold
So
on.
hang
Yeah.
on.
So
Yeah,
if
yeah.
any of those hit by less than 4, I guess they're gonna hit me instead.
So you had a 15, or no? You have a 14.
I have a 14.
All right. So the first one will hit. Because that hit a 15. So that hit by 1. So I guess that first one would be a.
Yeah, that would be a hit on me.
Okay. And then the other one was a 16, so that hit by 2.
Yeah, those are both hit
Okay.
me.
All right. So what we'll do is you threw yourself down. They're going to try and take out the gnome. The cleric came over to try and pull off the cover. They went down, but the between the tug of war and going back and forth, the spears, which were already had momentum and going, so it's 6 points of damage to the noble.
Delightful.
But hey, you still have 3 hit points left.
Yeah, 3. Hey, a chip in a chair. That's all you need.
Yeah. So yeah, don't you don't lose those hit points there, as your friend took them for you.
Thank you, friend.
Oh, I didn't have wait, I didn't have sword and board swing on you, I don't think.
Yeah, not yet.
Yeah, because she gathered, but that was he didn't swing in the round that she gathered the dirt up, right? And he fired the arrow that missed. I don't
No.
think he swung. Okay.
Yeah,
But-
you can go.
But that still would have had
Still would have had a meet
he's gonna look though, and he's gonna he doesn't want he doesn't want this caravan person to be in the middle of this combat. He is going to try and pull your cover off as well. And so why don't we do another grapple? But the two aren't working together, so he's not going to get advantage. Though he does have he's a little bit of burl to him, as he's an up and coming fighter.
And I already rolled pretty bad, so.
I can roll low too. These NPC characters aren't always the smartest or the strongest. Yeah.
You've gotten like five nat 20s today, though.
Tinkerbell is not smart at all.
This is true.
She's
See,
not a
look at
smart
that.
kid.
Even with I should have given him I should have given him a little bit of proficiency, but even then, it's not going to really matter here because you still would have clung on to him. He needed to beat you. So yeah. So now the cleric and this sword and board fighter are like trying to like pry this noble up, and in so doing, like he accidentally is stabbed twice by the spears. Then as we catch back in time, okay. So that was Guard's turn, and I guess we come back to NPCs.
Hooray!
Yeah. Well, Merchant, what would you like to do? You've been stabbed by spears.
Yes. The whole thing is super weird. Can I ask a favor before we do anything else? Can you move Crimson and then put him back in his place, because he's not appearing on the board correctly for me, and sometimes roll 20 desyncs a little like that.
There we go. Does that work for you?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, that is fine. Excuse me. Now I have the hiccups. I'm just narrating what I can say. Okay. So the merchant gives this huge hiccup because I'm always in character, and as sad as it is to leave him after so short of a time. So here's what I'm thinking, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking that everybody is grabbing this hunk of flesh and using it, as like a meat shield. So I'm hoping they won't notice right away if it turns out that he's actually dead.
Okay.
They may not realize for a round or two.
Probably not.
And in so doing, I will instead hit this guard.
All right.
With the devour.
Yeah, they're not particularly intelligent. That is not going to pass a DC 13 int save. What's the damage on that?
13.
Okay.
And 9.
Oh, not enough.
Oh, that's unfortunate. So he didn't get knocked down?
No, he is not out of... Oh, wait, hang on. He is knocked down hit point wise, but he is...
Good enough, then.
His int is higher than 9, though.
Okay, so that means that I will have to do an intelligence contest to take him over. Because he's incapacitated.
He's incapacitated.
All right, can I do that?
I think that's another action.
Okay, then I won't be able to do that until next turn.
Okay.
So actually,
oh,
you know what I'm looking around the battlefield, and I want to. No, I better not. It's too risky. I will do nothing else.
Okay.
I was thinking I could abandon this body with my movement, and I could, but I would probably be spotted because it's just too close at quarters, and I just
accidentally stepped on.
Yeah. So no, don't step on the brain when it's not inside a head. So I guess that's my thing then.
Okay. Yeah. So like for the briefest moment, like you look up and your eyes give like that meme like red shine, and he just falls over, like kind of like crumples down and is like dead, but whatever. You incapacitated. You can take him over if you want. And like just sort of like looking at you as you're slumped over and being tug-of-warred and stabbed at the same time. Okay. That does Belt have anything to say or do?
Oh!
Well said, Belt.
Belt can act if he wants, because
I'm
for all
immersed.
intents and purposes,
It's the whole thing is a ruse. He's not going to do anything to break the ruse until he has to.
okay, because like Tinkerbell.
Yeah,
stopped
as long as
concentrating
nobody else
on
has
the
noticed that
monster.
Tinkerbell is concentrating on other things, Belt is not going to call attention to that.
Tinkerbell's disappeared.
Well, see, all the
Yeah.
more reason for Belt not to call attention to it.
She's disappeared. For all they know, she's effed off.
All right. I am going to have. Let's see. The archer turns and he's like super proud that apparently, while the other two slumped over, he's like, "Yeah, I got it." Something's weird. Looks over and sees the guard who just fell over, and this melee combat, the tug of war over a soon-to-be piece of meat, and item interaction to put his bow away again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and starts coming over, and will dash to come up and stand beside his comrade in arms.
Is he also gonna tug a war?
If I had an action, yes, but he had to move an extra 5 feet, and that put him over. Then I have these two, who are going to. They're going to look at each other, and they're going to say, on 3, 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to roll at advantage.
No. I will meet you.
Can I?
Oh, yeah. Huh?
Oh, I guess it doesn't matter.
Go ahead, Crimson, and try and hold on to your meat shield against an 8. All right. Yeah. So their feet slip out as the fluids of the guards, I guess, are making a little bit of a weird kind of crunchy mud, and they both heave and their heels slip out and they almost drop down into it.
This is just like 2-on-1 arm wrestling.
Yeah. It is. Wow, that was foreshadowing. I'm brilliant. I didn't even know I did that. And then I have Sparkly here, who is going to move a little bit, and she is going to fling a 15-foot cone of dust and little pebbles in front of her. Go ahead, Tinkerbell, and make a dexterity saving throw.
This doesn't count as magic, does it?
It is not magic, no. This is all
He's
mundane.
throwing dust at you.
Yep.
Pocket sand.
15. This isn't magical, so I guess this would be how would I count this? Because the save is like, she's not attacking you. This is like trying to avoid getting coated in dust, like doing some like little flips and turns. I guess versus if she were to make like a dex, this is like a dex ability off of her because she's slinging.
Yeah.
So I think it would make sense
Sure,
then
that's fine.
if we do. I'm gonna do a. That is not. Yeah, you would have needed to pass a 12 if it's a dex ability, and you did that with your 15. There's like some dust and like you're not coated in it, so you're not. It's not that you can't become invisible, but at least for the moment, your position is known because there's like a little like swirl of air to like keep the dust off. So like you can move or whatever, you're invisible, but like your position is known. It's kind of a weird half state. But if you move or whatever, it's not like you're coded in it. You don't have to take time to, like...
Dust off.
Yeah, to dust off or anything. So yeah, if you move from there, you're back unknown-ish again.
Okay.
That's okay. Top of the order to you, Tankerbell. You're in this little dust cloud.
Recharge. Nope.
Oh man, it's evading you.
Poopy.
Your wings are being rebellious.
Can't we just play nice? You know what? I'm gonna make that question. Can't we just play nice?
Okay.
A suggestion.
Oh, all right. Upgrade. Sure. Who are you suggesting?
Fighter Boy. He seems to be the leader of whatever's going on right now.
Sure. He is not particularly wise. Do I even get a +1? I do not. Okay, so you swirl and suggest to him to play nice. And he stops for a moment while everyone else is still tugging. And if you give yourselves up, I'm sure they'll take you to a holding cell. I'll escort you as well. Upon my honor, do us no more harm, and we won't harm you either.
We did nothing to hurt you.
I mean, have you looked around? He doesn't say that, but in an
I did
alternate
nothing
dimension.
to hurt you. And I'm also gonna think telepathically to Belt. Get up and help us, please.
Look, just let me kill the guards and we can spare the party.
The guards have to get us in the tower. I think that. I don't say that out loud. I don't want them knowing our plans.
Right.
If I
Now,
can-
if you did yell it out loud, that'd be absolutely fine, because, I mean, Tankerbell isn't too smart. But it's fine
Yeah.
if you do it telepathically as well.
She prefers to talk to them telepathically.
Yeah.
She doesn't like talking to them out loud. It feels better.
Their voices sound funny.
The
You
voices
know
sound
how it's
funny.
like nobody likes to hear their own voice? Well, Tinkerbell just doesn't like to hear anybody's.
Yeah.
I like Mitty and Pearl's actual voice. I don't like Belt's voice. I didn't like Isaac's voice.
Oh.
Wow. Yeah. Wow. Way to lower morale in the middle of combat.
And Crimson's just Crimson.
Yeah. Speaking of which, Crimson, it is your go, and
Okay.
Belt it goes in on this initiative like before the guards as well.
I'm gonna try to bonk this one. Again.
I think
Okay.
Tinkerbell may not be appreciating the awkward situation that Belt finds himself in.
Now
Alright.
you are in a tug of war. You attack at disadvantage though, because you have a person on top of you, and you're also like trying to hold onto your meat shield as well. So you can attack, but they would be at disadvantage. Wow. All right.
Fine.
So it's not a
11
crit,
damage.
but yeah, a 20 does hit. And yeah, this one only had 1 hit point left. So
Okay.
you
And then
cut
I'm
his
gonna use
feet
my-
off and
Yeah, I'm gonna use my other 2 attacks on him.
okay.
Let me switch to disadvantage.
Yep.
Uh,
Miss, but a hit. Yeah.
8.
Ooh. Wow. All right. You also murder that one. That means there's one left who's running back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
Belt, do you want to do anything?
Belt is going to think back to Tinkerbell. If I help you, it means we must kill them all. You know that.
Kill all of who? What? The party? What?
Yes!
No,
There's no going back if I help you.
no. I don't... What? We just need to get into the tower!
And then Belt out loud goes, "Oh!"
All right.
That is only partially a ruse.
It is now Guard's turn, and he is going to... Ooh! I get a chance at a save.
Oh my.
Uh,
Lucky you.
that was my chance. Okay. So he just stands there, and he's like trying to... He doesn't run, but is still trying to get the sparkles out of his eyes. And it's now NPC's turn.
Well, first thing,
Yep.
Pearl would like to
Yeah, you get...
body thief the incapacitated guard.
Yep.
So that is an intelligence contest. 11.
Earl and Mitty.
Oh, come on!
Boo!
By one.
I don't even... unfortunate. Okay, then that's the action. Okay, well that's it.
All right. I'm going to... the other ones have been very much murked, but you went for non-lethal psychic damage, and he's dying, possibly to become a played character. He is down 1 death saving throw. I don't know, I'll just put a color on there to show that he's down 1. So he has 2 more as he's languishing in incapacitation. Let's see. Sword and board, under the suggestion spell. You just murked those people, though. Like, you're a wildcat. We can't bring you in if you're going to be this violent. And the other 2 here just sort of look, and the ranger looks to the cleric and is like, if you pull him off, I'll try and... He readies his sword to strike down as soon as the red cap, I mean the gnome, is exposed. And I'm going to
Don't hurt my friend!
try and pull the noble, or the merchant, off of the gnome. Wow. Can you do worse than that, Crimson?
I have a +4.
Oh, all right. No, so yeah. She goes to try and pull and like falls down on her butt and and uses her movement to stand back up. Yeah, as apparently you are just sort of like you are on this thing. And let's see. What is Sparkly Fingers gonna do?
Hurting my friends is not acceptable.
She is going to gather some more dust up and is going to fling it. Make another dex save. Oh wait, you didn't move from your location.
No, I didn't.
So you're kind of known where you're at, since it was swirling around. Never mind. She's not going to scoop dust up this round. She's gonna try and give you a necromantic tickle again. 11. Nope. All right. So there's that. Okay, NPC turn. We come back to the top. Tinkerbell.
Recharge my daily bopper. No. Nope.
No, not yet.
Okay. I'll make you a deal. You stop hurting my friend, and we will comply. But in return, you have to do something for me.
Okay, that's 6-ish seconds. A quick reply, though, you'll get is, have your friend throw down his weapon. And anything else for you? The dust has cleared from the air, so you're, like, fully invisible again, but do you want to do anything else besides just the banter?
I'm actually trying to persuade him because he's under my suggestion.
Okay.
So, do you want me to roll a roll?
You told him to play nice. He hasn't tried to attack. The swordsman hasn't tried to attack. And
call everyone off, and he will drop his sword or sickle. Right, Crimson?
You can't hear my thoughts.
True.
She thinks to him, "You're gonna get it back soon, I promise."
Still can't hear my thoughts.
Crimson, what would you like to do?
Staying behind my meat shield, I would like to say, stop your attack and I'll spare your lives.
Wow, very bold words. All right, so yeah, you just like stand up and you're just holding this dude like by his chest or whatever.
I just murked 5 guys.
Yeah. Oh, I know. I know. Okay.
And he's more holding on to me.
Belt.
Yeah, I think Belt has one more round of groaning in him.
Okay. All right. Then it goes to NPCs. No, it's not. It's Midi gets to go before NPCs.
Midi is Belt. Do you mean Pearl?
I'm sorry, Pearl.
I thought...
No, I lied. Pearl is Belt. Midi is the merchant.
Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah, Midi wants to try to body thief that guard again.
Oh yeah, the guards are gonna have to go in there somewhere too. But yeah, go. Let's do a.
18. There we go.
19. A dying guard with no intelligence modifier is beating someone whose only job is to do this thing.
You had one job.
He's just like, no, I shall die with honor.
Yeah. Well, let's see if he gets one step closer to death, as this one does need to. That's it. Yep, is one step closer to death.
Couldn't you have done that the other way around?
And other guy is going to, I guess, roll a d6 and. All right, he's gonna run in a random direction. 8. 2. Oh, a different direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So yeah, if it was it is NPCs. Sword and Board tells the others, step back and give him a chance. And they're going to... Do you want to take an attack of opportunity? They're not disengaging.
No.
Okay. Mitty is going to. I don't have. Oh, there. Yeah, he is. He's just going to roll off and slump onto the ground. He's going to play dead.
Oh, you're just gonna exit the...
The hug. Yes.
Okay.
But I'm not going far.
Oh, okay.
Because I know that's technically out of initiative, but since everybody's unpacking, it has to happen now, right? So he's just going to roll off, and he's just going to slump over there. He's going to pretend to be dead, but he's going to keep his eye on this guy.
Yeah.
Because he's got one more shot to try and take him over.
Yep.
Maybe he does. We'll find out.
Okay, so these two back up, and Sparkly Fingers gathers up more dust, but doesn't do anything else. And Sword and Board is standing there. And requests that you hand over your weapon.
Is it my turn?
Are
we out of initiative?
We can be if you actually are giving in. Otherwise it's Tinkerbell then you. So.
I'm holding. I'm actually gonna, taking my turn, I'm actually gonna fly this way.
Okay.
Yeah. Keeping an eye on him, he's gonna slowly turn over his sheath and hand it by the handle.
Okay. Sword and Board will take it.
Yeah. Take care of it, cutie.
Yeah.
He's fighting.
Sword and Board looks around, sees that the only other guard that's out here, person of outside authority to them just escorting merchants up to a tower, is currently running up the path blindly, kind of blindly. And he says, "All right, well, what you're gonna do is march with us, and we're going to take you to the tower so that you can answer to the others about what just happened." Yeah, that
they
sounds
attacked
right.
me first. You all saw that, right?
He looks over to the Sky Talker like, that sounds good, right? And she just gives a...
Yeah, that sounds good. I am okay with this.
So do I get to walk behind you?
No, you have to walk in front.
I see how it is.
Alright, so there is, let's see, your sparkling thoughts last for a minute, unless it's saved against.
Thereabouts. I think it lasts for 1 minute. Yes.
At one point, does he run off the cliff?
That's what I need to determine.
I still don't recharge it.
So what we need to do is, while everyone's getting up, we have our last chance, as we have. It is the guard who's going to make the death saving throw. And on the guard's turn, well, it was almost a 20. That would have been something, but he clings on a little bit further, meaning that Mitty is going to get a chance.
Mitty will do the thing.
All right.
14.
All right, you roll. Place your bets, everyone. Place your bets. Am I going to get a 15? Let's find out. A 16. Oh, my God. Oh
goodness
man, we have the
sakes.
makings of like an Eldritch Knight or something here. I guess he joined the guard and he's getting the college right if he does his service.
I'm gonna telepathically ask Tinkerbell to see if any of the guards had a medallion.
I am going to search the bodies.
Okay, as you begin this, though, you are going to be addressed by Sparkly Fingers. And you, the invisible one, the little flyer, make yourself known. If you're giving up, no hiding.
I drop the invisibility.
Okay. Are you doing that as you're like hovering over a corpse, or?
I'm gonna give a cursory glance on over the corpses.
If they
Can you
have,
check the corpses, then drop the invisible?
if they have, if they have medallions, they might be under the chainmail or something. There's nothing that's obvious on the corpses, without like digging into them, not inside of them, but well, you can do that too if you want, but without like actually spending time.
Active place searching, yeah. Okay. I can't right now, Crimson.
Need one.
I'm going to quickly search one of the bodies and then become uninvisible.
Make a perception.
Oh. I'm terrible at all of these things.
There's nothing that is obvious to you. For the remainder of the rounds here, at least of that minute, I'm gonna see in order of what could occur with our runner. So we have 2 saves, a run, a save, and a run. So let's do the 2 saves first. If either of those. Oh, all right. Yeah. So on the first one, so he finally like blinks out the this kind of glitter dust that was put in his eyes, and looks back at everything that happened, and honestly just continues to run up, saying, "I'm gonna go get more," and continues to run up the path to go get more with the rest of that time while you all are here.
That's not good.
We still either need to stabilize or possess the one guard, so I'm going to do another death saving throw, and we'll have another intelligence off. Let's see. Is this going to be below what is needed? Oh, no.
Oh, that's so sad.
Mm.
Well, I tried to
Try
kill you
sword.
differently.
You can try sorting board. He's right there.
Actually, I don't want to possess swordboard. I think Mitty is just gonna lie here for a minute while he decides what to do. I mean, he's not actually dead or dying; he's just pretending. So he could get up any time.
Yeah.
So he's thinking about whether or not he wants to do that or what. Now that his intended target has died.
Okay.
Hey, you was Sky Talker person. Could you help my friend here?
Why are you talking like that about him? He's not your friend.
Didn't you hear him? He was lying.
He was lying.
He was. I guess he's not my friend. He was trying to cheat me out of what my due, and started this whole mess.
It's all his fault.
And look, you guys stabbed him. Well,
I'm
not you guys.
sorry,
They
he's
stabbed him
dead.
like 3 times.
She performed a medicine check to see if like what condition he's in, and apparently he is dead. Tyne's Dungeon, thank you very much for the raid. You're doing an
That's
amazing
just
job
like,
that you are
look at
baffling the
her.
cleric.
I'm going to think over to Crimson. Is your bag handy right now?
Yeah.
Could you open your bag so that I can hop into it?
He just kind of like subtly flips the bag open.
Okay.
Just looks at the Skytalker.
Okay.
Can't you do something about that?
No, he's gone.
And this is the time in which Pearl, or excuse me, Mitty, not Pearl, Mitty. Mitty is going to crawl back into the bag.
All right,
See.
you have eyes on you.
Oh, I do? Okay,
Yeah.
I still...
I mean,
thought
you could roll a stealth, but I would probably say it's at disadvantage while your watchers, because this is a tense moment, would have advantage on perceptions.
All right, okay. Then there's no need to do it. Yeah, there's no need to do it right now.
You have a +1.
Yeah,
Floating.
but I don't want to.
Risk it.
Like, yeah, like
Okay.
that would blow the whole thing if it goes bad. It's not a good not a good risk, given that he is. I mean, so the Skytalker says that he's dead, but he's not. Right? So
You actually might be able to get away with it, because I think it's actually a minor teleportation effect.
yeah, it is. It's a teleport. But I didn't know, like, maybe.
Oh, but
you
but
have
if the
to
bag's
teleport
open,
outside
yeah, so it's not like you're
yeah.
crawling out. Yeah, I'd still say that there's a chance that they would detect shenaniganery going on. But yeah, you'd get like a small teleport into the bag, but you might be seen and like thrown over in the bag over the side of the mountain or something.
Okay. So at this point, Belt is going to stand up.
Oh.
Oh, groggy. Not the usual kind of grog either.
The merchant was lying about Crims's affiliation, trying to cheat him out of his share of the gold. So, all of this is this guy's fault. And she just points to the merchant who's on the floor, on the ground.
What does it matter? He's dead now anyway. Let's just dispose of the body. And he picks up the corpse and brings it over and tosses it onto his own wagon.
Ah, nothing of value was lost. All right.
You were all going up to the tower anyway.
And yeah, there's the whatever, the caravan is like recondensing, and the dead are having to be loaded up here. And there is like, you hear above the doors once more opening up, as it sounds like there's probably more than a couple other people who might be coming out of the tower to come down here and either provide a beacon upon which you march, or to escort you one way or the other. So the bodies are loaded up.
Belt will stack the bodies of the guards next to the quote unquote body of the merchant.
Sure.
So that so that it's just a big corpse pile and it's not obvious.
Yeah, it's a
what's
corpse
going on
party.
in there. Yeah. Who could ask for more?
Okay. Do you want to do anything to the remains of the aberrations? You don't have to.
Belt probably doesn't.
Okay.
But maybe somebody, maybe the Skytalker, or maybe Tinkerbell. Maybe one of those smart people.
I'm not a smart person.
One of those magic people who can get
I have an
parts.
intelligence of 6. I can barely talk.
Do pixies really have that low of an intelligence?
No. Tinkerbell's
One does.
Tinkerbell is exceptional. Okay.
Yeah. Tinkerbell is very exceptional.
Tinkerbell is special.
So you can go there, and I don't know where you want Crimson to be, but whatever, we can throw.
I mean, Crimson could just drive the cart. Someone has to do it.
You're not trusted right now. You could. I'm not saying you can't, in the physical sense, but you are not in a position of trust right now, Crimson.
I would preferably like to be in the cart with Sword and Board.
Sure.
Belt will drive the corpse cart.
Okay.
Tinkerbell's gonna stay with Crimson. She's hurt.
And Ranger Book Reader is going to go to the back here. So then you all are going to you're going to proceed up, and I guess what we'll do is this is a good place to take a break, refresh ourselves, and we might reach the tower tonight. We'll see. There's still like maybe there might be like a quarter mile left of winding mountain path, and anything can happen. This is pretty wild, but.
I am not a smart pixie.
But
I am absolutely not a smart pixie.
That's what makes you so lovable and wonderful. All right, everyone. Yeah, get up and take a break yourselves. Snack, drink, do whatever you got to do. We'll be back in like 10 or 15 minutes. Whoops, wrong scene. I'm not thinking. There we go. That's the right one.